So you're here for some Fortnite Survive the Storm tips. Tired of getting that pressure put on you from that storm coming in? Having trouble in the new Blitz mode? Well, you're in the right place. Skip ahead to the 6-minute mark if you are here for only tips about how to survive the storm. If you're here to watch the rest of the video, quick leave a comment below which skin you like better, the Rex skin, which I'm rocking here in this video, or the Wukong skin, as pictured here on the screen. Which one do you own? Which one do you want to own? Do you own both? Which one do you like better? Which one gets your rocks off? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get back to the gameplay. As always, we're landing down here in good old Pleasant Park, or Parco Pacifico, as you can see here. Italian lesson for the day. And thankfully our luck turns around when we open this chest here. We get a blue AR and some minis. Plus we got the pump. We are good to go. We're ready to slay some noobs. So quick, pop our minis real quick. Reorganize our inventory. Check for ammo crates. There is none. And we can hear some battles going on. I can see people back over there on the far side of the gas station. Just check my back real quick to make sure. And we get a nice little jump fail here. As I thought I could make that jump. Didn't quite make it. But once I pop over this gas station, I grab my ammo. And everybody seems to have scattered here. Everybody ran away and is hiding like little rats. So I take this time to collect a little bit more supplies here, some wood out of the bushes. Again, something else that I've really recently learned and come to know, well, we'll get back to that in a second, but we'll pick up this little kill here real quick. I killed this guy first because I hear somebody under my house. Obviously, that guy's the immediate threat, as the guy inside the house can't really hit me. And I'm trying to hear from him, listen for him here, trying to make some noise, make him move, make him give himself away, which he's not doing. But anyways, back to that tip I was just about to tell you. Something I've learned recently and really been applying a lot, which makes a huge difference with resources, is items that take one hit to knock down, whether it be items within houses, items with, check this out, I shoot this C4, look at this, blows half the house up. I didn't know what the heck to do. I didn't know where this guy was, but immediately when that happened, I wasn't really expecting to fall down there. Immediately when that happened, I grabbed the high ground again, and I'm trying to find out where this guy's at, right? So again, something happened I wasn't expecting. What do? Run and grab high ground and listen for him again. And at this point, most of the house is completely demolished. I'm listening for him to come up on me here through the ramp that I have made. Other than that, he has to build to get up on me. I don't see any other way for him to get up, and I'm just trying to pinpoint his location. But anyways, real quick, I'm going to try and get this point out for you real quick. Hit one-hit items with your pick. It gives you more than one resource per hit generally, and it adds up real quick. So I'm pretty sure he's in this house, this room right here that's underneath the ammo crate. I decided to pop that to see if he'll move. He's not moving. Just trying to draw him out, bait him out. I know there's got to be other people here in the park, and so I'm trying to figure out where everybody else is. But right now, decide to put some pressure, knock the top down here, and all of a sudden I hear... I don't know where he's at, but I hear grenades popping from all over. And I don't know if it's him. I don't see him in the room, but I see grenades coming from somewhere. And it happens to be that I find it's this guy sitting up on the house right there across from me, who now decides to pick a fight with me. So at this point, take this time to cover my head, heal up a little bit, listen for the guy underneath me, because I don't think he died from the grenades yet. I'm just paying attention, because right now we got two people that want to kill us right now. And I try to take this guy out across the way here, as he's got his building materials out. I could see he had his blueprints in his hand there. And then I notice right now, oh crap, I'm out of bullets. So I can't really engage with this guy far off. I hear this guy below me. Let's take him out quickly. There he is. I tried for the headshot, missed him. He got two solid shots on me. Thankfully, I pulled the headshot there, and I'm real low on health. So I build some walls to protect my side, because I know that guy's still up on the roof with the high ground. Try and grab my ammo real quick and heal up. And check this out. I'm healing up and watching this corner, because I know this guy's either going to come from above me or below me. And I hear him running up on me right now. As I'm bandaging up, I hear him close. He's somewhere. I hear him running right now. I decide to stop the bandage and grab the headshot. Check that out. That was a beauty right there. Thankfully, he had a med kit for me, a little bit of extra materials and some ammo. And look what I do here. Decide to box myself in and check for a ceiling this time. As in the last video, we learned that lesson. Always build a ceiling. No matter what. If you think you need it or not, build a freaking ceiling. It may save your life. And it may win you the game. And you'll see later on in this game, we did it again, and it did help. Anyways, now we decide to build out after reloading everything. You know, that's also super important. While you're bandaging up, you might as well reload all your guns at that time. Make sure everything is ready to go. You got full clips on everything. I'd check this loot pile again just to make sure I didn't leave anything important there, which it doesn't look like I did. I saw this grenade launcher earlier while I was on the roof, so I'm a little bit excited to pick this bad boy up this early in the game. Snatch him up real quick, and I hear somebody running around me, so I quick build some walls here, and this guy starts shooting my walls down. And good thing this guy sucks, because number one, he shot my ladder down, my steps down, and I missed the shot since I was falling. And I should have been building more here, but I saw that this guy's aim was terrible, and I was almost out of materials, so I just completely wasted this kid. But honestly, that was really poor playing there. I should have built more. I had 2 more walls or ramps I could have built there. I kind of judged that guy based on his first couple shots and his skin that he was a noob. Literally no sooner did I call this guy a noob than I myself ran past this guy like the biggest noob of all time. What the heck? How, am I blind? How did I miss that guy? But anyway, see how I'm knocking everything that's a 1 hit around here in the kitchen and area here? That helps. And this guy's running. I tried to shoot him through the window there. I didn't get a clear shot, and I got him right there as he was sneaking up. He didn't even know what happened there. But again, you'll see as I'm going through this house after I get the shields and stuff here, I hit everything that's just a 1-hit break, and watch as I break these items here. It gives me more than 1. See, I'm getting 5, 7 wood just from hitting once. So for the amount of time that it takes you to do that, it's worth it. And now at this point, I open this up and I see that there's a med kit in here. And I see the storm closing in on me very quickly. I'm full health. I decide, you know what? I'm going to drink my potion, heal up, and I've got the med kit, right? I got full health for the med kit. So here we are coming into the storm and how we survive. I'm not worried about it. I've got a med kit to get to full health at this point, and I just picked up a second med kit, which means now I'm really set because I'm not even going to waste the med kit. I'll still have 1 left over afterwards. So I'm going to take my time and loot because there's plenty of time for me to get out of the circle. It's not too far out of the park here. So I'm just going to keep looting. And the biggest thing is keep calm. This is the first circle. I'm in the storm, yes. I'm listening for chests here. Yes, I don't hear any, but I decided to run out of the circle here. There's no reason to panic when the storm comes in. It's not a big deal. Now right here I see guys built in front of me. Again, I build the roof on top here as I heal up, and there's guys sniping at this guy in front of me. So there's 2 guys in a battle, at least 2 guys, somewhere very close to me. I decided to take this time to heal up and listen if anybody engages with me. Nobody does, so I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Right here, I'm just checking all my traps and seeing what I got in my inventory. But at this point, I'm seeing who I want to engage with. So I open up the back door, and I decide to run under this mountain. I see them fighting. Somebody's firing rockets on the far side of the mountain that I can't see, and this guy's getting pressured. So I decided to wait right here and kind of see where he is. If he'll pop out, he's not popping out. So I say, you know what? I'm going to build up and go up the backside of this mountain. And then this guy starts to engage on me. Well, there's a guy in front of him shooting rockets at him. He decides to start engaging on me, who I'm not even trying to fight this guy. I'm trying to go up the mountain. So I don't really know what this guy was trying to do. But he stopped shooting immediately. He knocked down one of my ramps and then gave up. So I decided, okay, I'm going to rush up this mountain because I've got a chance here to get the high ground on this guy, or at least come up behind this guy that was sniping. I think he's right up on top of this mountain going for the high ground here. He ends up not being up here, but I see him across the mountain there. So I still got the high ground. I'm in an even better position than I thought, as it looks like he killed the guy to my left. I try to shoot him. The tree gets in my way. And here comes my more piss-poor aim here. Might as well give me a potato. Call me a potato. Make me wear a potato because I shoot like a potato. This was nonsense. So I decided to pull out the big guns and drop some grenade launchers on him here. We need to put some pressure. I still can't hit him. Finally hit for 33. Take down the wall and have to reload as he starts to shoot from standing still again. Thankfully, I'm coming across some noobs here because I can't hit these guys to save my freaking life. I'm squatted down. I still can't hit him. And right now, the storm is putting pressure on me, so this guy decides, okay, since this guy's in the storm, he's not a threat, he's going to die in the storm, and he decides to run off. Look at this. He's running right off, and again, don't sweat being in the storm. There's no reason. I got a med kit. Why am I worried about being in the storm? I got no reason to sweat at all. I can catch up to the storm because look how slow it's going, and the also point of that is, the storm closes slower the closer it is to the final white circle, if that makes sense. Look at your map next time you're in Fortnite. This is the real tip here. This is super helpful. As you can see, why can I catch up to the storm here and other times the storm outruns you? It's because of how slow the circle closes, right? You see the white circle up on my map right now? Now, when you see the storm start to close in, look at the closest point to you, the closest white point to the closest blue circle point, right? The storm's going to close the slowest in that area because the circle, the blue circle, has to touch the white circle all at the same time. So it's all going to close in, and it's at the same speed until it hits the final white circle at the same exact time all the way around, right? So it's going to close much slower. I'm sorry, I said it's going to close at the same speed a second ago. That is incorrect. It's going to close at different speeds, at variable speeds, depending on how close it is to the final white circle. Does that make sense? Look at that circle, how it was closing there. It's going to close much slower where I am than it is off to my right because there's a bigger gap that it has to close in the same amount of time. Does that make sense? Anyways, hopefully that is some storm tips for you guys. Don't panic. You can outrun the storm. Also, if you run towards the side that's closer. See on my map at the top there? It's going to close much slower on the top side than it is on the bottom side, because it doesn't have to go as far to hit the white circle. Does that make sense? That's a huge tip, and you can outrun the circle. So in this case, if I'm trying to outrun the circle, I would run to the top side here rather than the side I'm running. See how I'm running around the circle this way? I'm going to the side that's closing faster rather than the side that's closing slower. So if you're in a predicament and you need to outrun the circle, go to the side that's closing slower. Try to run at an angle as opposed to straight at the circle, and sometimes you'll be able to catch it and run out of the storm. Now right here, I was trying to kill this guy in the middle of the lake. I don't know what this guy was doing behind me, but he was hiding up there and didn't see me run in front of him. The guy in the circle, or in the lake, was fighting this guy. This guy gives me an easy kill. I don't know where this guy was at. He must have been in the storm as well while I was running away from the guy in the lake, but he dropped some nice loot, a med kit, a nice little jump pad, which I'm about to use here in just a second. And we are looking pretty good. We've got 7 kills already. We've got 3 med kits. I'm full health. I've barely had anybody even shoot at me. I'm trying to trying to finish off this guy in the lake here. I get a snipe on him again. That's my second hit on him, plus this guy up here was shooting at him earlier. This guy seems to be invincible. So at this point, I hear people shooting on my far side of the mountain. I decided to run up the mountain and use my jump pad since I just picked it up. I was going to run around the back side of this mountain here, but I don't really have enough time with the storm. So I say, hey, let's just build up right here. I'm going to build up the mountain, use my jump pad, kind of scout out the area, land in the far side of the lake as this guy's in the middle of the lake. Drop my jump pad here real quick, and we go for a jump. Now right here, check this out. There's a guy right here down in front of me. There's a guy to my right, which I was going to land over there, and there's a guy in the middle of the lake. So I decide, okay, the only place I can go is to push this way and kind of land over here. I see the guy jumping around in the middle of the lake. There's a lot of people there, and there's 8 people left still. So I see this guy there. I decided to try and get a quick snipe on him real quick. I know the guy in the middle of the lake wasn't looking at me. He backs up just in time and dodges my bullet as the guy in the middle of the lake was trying to make it to the lake house. Now I'm checking my rear here because there's a base there to my right, and I see this guy in the lake running to the drop, so he's past the lake house at this point. I'm checking all my sides here, but there's a base to my right, and I don't see anybody in it. I don't see anybody coming out of it, but I'm thinking somebody may still be in there. So I'm trying to cut this guy off that's coming to the drop at this point. Miss a snipe again, and he's behind the rocks, so I can't hit him. So I'm going to come up the rocks and go up to him. Now at this point, I should have kept a better eye to my right, as that base could have been occupied, but it doesn't seem that it is. I know there's at least one guy behind me over there, because depending on how many are left from that fight, I know there were several people as I was jumping in from the jump pad, and I know there's one guy in front of me and myself. So I know where 3 people are at a minimum, and 3 out of 5. So I decided to finish this guy off. I was going to snipe him. Again, my potato aim. Goodness gracious, I got a golden scar. I can't get any better than that, and I still can't finish this guy off. So I'm trying to figure out, at this point, there's 3 people left. I know there's got to be one straight behind me where I was jumping in on the jump pad, and there may be one in this middle base here, up in this tower. So I'm trying to be a little bit careful, but I'm assuming if he's up there, he would have shot this guy in the middle of the lake, or he may be this guy in the middle of the lake, or he'd be shooting at me right now. So I'm being a little bit more bold than I may normally be, but I don't hear him up there. I don't see him shooting at me. I'm trying to kind of make some noise, see if he'll come out. He's not coming out. So I decided to come up on top of him and go, gain some height inside the building, as that will make it easier for me, because I'll get closer without him being able to get some shots on me, rather than building ramps to rush straight up. And now there I came out, was protecting myself. There's nobody in here. I hear people fighting across the way at this point. Accidentally boxed myself in and can't seem to unbuild myself. So there you go, more noob skills. Even we all mess up sometimes. But I hear them fighting over there, so I know the last 2 people are fighting each other right now. I decided to just fortify a little bit just in case, make my base a little pretty there. I see him fighting down there. One guy dies, and now it's a 1v1. This is game over at this point. I got the high ground. This guy's jumping around. I tried to finish him off with a snipe. Didn't quite get it, but I decided to pull out the rockets and finish him this way. Now at this point, I'm just laying rockets on him. This guy doesn't know what to do. He's not building at all. I wasn't trying to actually finish him with rockets. I was just trying to finish his walls, and I accidentally finished him off with rockets. But that was the end of the game. Rusho showed us off. There's another win in the books. Solos, thank you very much for watching. And remember, if you're in the storm, don't panic. If you got bandages or a med kit, you'll be fine. Bandages are better if you got to travel long distance, because you can stretch out your health to make it last longer. Med kit's better if you can make it out in time, and you'll be able to just heal up at the end once you're out of the storm. Thanks as always for watching. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.